Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, October 6th. I got off work. I made it through my day at work. Physically I'm feeling fine. Mentally, still kind of slow, drained, not feeling the best. But I made it through. And now I want to make some lunch. Now I'd made the white rice yesterday, so I got that all chilled and good to make fried rice with. And when I went to Aldi over the weekend, one of the things on my list was, veggies for fried rice, which is usually going to be jalapenos, celery, and green onions. Well, most folks call them green onions, but they're really scallions. You ever notice that, Joe? Anyways, they didn't have all that. They did have jalapenos, so there's one of the things. But they did not have scallions or celery. So I had to come up with some other things. I got just a normal onion, because that'll fill that flavor palette. But the celery is generally going to be like a really prominent part of the flavor that I'm used to. Although it's not necessarily the most normal thing for fried rice, but really the recipe for fried rice just says onions plus. Just like whatever. And I mean, in the past, I've done all sorts of weird things, just kind of whatever's in the kitchen. So instead, I thought back to the days long ago of hibachi grill. Oh, how I hope those days return once more. But until then, whenever I'd get things off the grill, which is obviously going to be a similar flavor palette, I would often get pineapple, so I can get some pineapple. Nick would always get carrots, so I get carrots. I had the baby carrots because they're already peeled, so that'll be easier, and also they were cheaper. So even though, because I have to hold the end of them to cut them, I'll end up with more carrot just being thrown away. It's still cheaper, so that'll do. So I'm gonna mix this all up and make some fried rice. And should be a bit of a different flavor than usual. A lot more onion because I just used a whole onion, so definitely more onion flavor. Pineapple and carrots are both sweet, so I'm adding those. So we'll see how it tastes. No, it's still good. Definitely a different flavor, much sweeter. There were still the bites of like, ooh, that's hot, spicy, whatever, when you bite into a jalapeno. But otherwise, between the pineapple especially and the carrots are sweet as well. It's definitely a lot sweeter. But now that I'm well fed, I'm like, well, what can I do with my day? I want to try and continue to accomplish things, largely to try and mess with my brain, make it feel successful, so that I don't get depressed about things. And there's things I can hear, like in the kitchen, like I got those pillows. And when I got back from vacation, we found out, oh no, the waterbed was all messed up, and there was some moldy stuff. Those are ones that were just slightly damp, but not really, and they didn't smell once the things had set down and they'd gotten fully dry. But I was like, I don't know, do I even want to bother keeping them? And it's now been several weeks or a month that they have not been on my bed, and I haven't missed them. So, rather than bringing potentially moldy, even though I don't think they are, potentially moldy pillows back onto the bed, I'm like, I'm just throwing those away. I do that. That stuff goes in the trunk of my car. I get that there. And then I might do a little tidying of the stuff on that chair. And I cleared out that box. I want to clear off the junk here. So, fingers crossed, let's see how well I can do. And as the sun is setting on another day, much earlier than I wish it would, I've made some good progress. Now, this was also a different mindset of things, because I still need to do, like, vlog editing. And I would normally, like, do that, like, right after work, but I'm like, no. Let's see if maybe that, which is less physical movement, is something that I can do at the end of the day if I do other stuff first. And I still, like, even though, like, it's getting dark out, I feel like I can do more. All the blankets and stuff on that chair got put away finally. You know, they've been there for almost a month. That space is clear for the first time in almost a year. Now, it's not like that stuff went away. It's here. I put the puzzles in the empty box. That way I could clear out the box that they'd been in that was different. And so I have two matching boxes on top of each other. And there were pillows there that did get thrown away, and so it's taking up the same space as was being taken up before. And I think psychologically it's going to do better because that corner has already been used for storage for so long. It is consolidating one area for storage instead of two areas and two different rooms for storage. There were like 5 more cups in my old bag. I just opened the new bag of plastic cups and put them in there so that I could throw out the bag. Got dishes going. I vacuumed yesterday, but I vacuumed again today. Just because as I stirred all this up, there were things that became uncovered, and so I did that. And the miniatures, that box of extra miniatures finally got put back under the table. It got moved when we redone the waterbed. So just a lot of stuff that's been displaced for like a month is finally where it goes. And the room looks cleaner just visually, and I think that'll help as far as morale, which is something I guess I gotta try and pay attention to and be mindful of. But I am gonna, before calling it a night, finish editing and uploading a vlog. But bedtime beyond that. Thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues. Bye.